Hi, my name's Mandy. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Pickety Stitch Life is So Creative. Today I am doing a Friday Sews, which means I'll be talking just about my sewing makes. And Friday Sews is a concept developed by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, as if you didn't know. So today is Saturday actually. It's not Friday after all that. It's Saturday the 13th of November 2021. So I've made two garments this week. One is this Freya top, which is a pattern from the book called Stretch by Tilly and the Buttons. I've used a navy jersey. It's in fact called the Perfect Jersey, and I've purchased this from Stichy Bee, which is an online shop in the UK. This was £10.50 a metre, so it's cost me £21 altogether to make. Now the composition of this fabric is 95% cotton and 5% spandex. So yeah, I'm really happy with this make. I've made quite a few Freyas in my time, but I particularly wanted a navy one because if you remember not so long ago I talked to you about a capsule wardrobe I was putting together utilising the Vivienne files, and I needed a navy top. I am designing the wardrobe around a scarf. Well, I had that as a present a couple of years ago. It's a silk scarf my partner bought me from Aspinalls of London, and I haven't been able to wear it because I've got no clothes which suit the colouring of the scarf, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'll be able to pop that scarf on now with this lovely navy jumper. So if you want to hear some more about the capsule wardrobe, I'll pop a card in up above for you to click on, so it'll take you to that particular vlog. Although it's called the summer capsule wardrobe, it isn't. It's a capsule wardrobe, a 4x4. I'm designing that will pick out the colours in the scarf. My second make is the Blackwood cardigan, which I'm wearing as well, and this is by Helens Closet. Now I purchased this fabric, it's called Wild Blooms, from Hollies haberdashery. This is a local, local to me, fabric shop in Newcastle under Lyme, but she also sells online, and I'll pop all the details in the description box down below should you wish to go and have a perusal of her fabrics. At one time she did sell a lot of quilting cotton, she still does, but also she has now extended her dressmaking fabric range as well. So this is, like I say, called Wild Blooms. It's a beautiful viscose jersey, so it's got lots of drape, so it makes lovely cardigans. I'm really chuffed to bits with this. I love it. The composition of this is 95% viscose and 5% elastane. So yeah, I love the makeup of this cardigan. It's got cuffs on, it's got a cuff on the bottom, and I've got some footage to show you. I did make one mistake. There are two different lengths to this cardigan, and I made the longer version, but I accidentally cut out the band here, the front band, which is what goes all the way round. I cut this out for the shorter version, so when I come to put the band on I couldn't understand why it didn't fit. I just thought, oh, must need to stretch it a lot, but then I realised, and when I went to rectify the mistake by cutting out the longer band, I hadn't got enough fabric left, so I just cut out the section what was missing, what would make up the band, and I've had to do a join there and a join there, but luckily because the fabric is so busy you can't really see the joins. Had it been a plain fabric that would have been a different matter, but yeah. The moral of the story is do not cut or sew when you are tired. When I say cut, I mean cut the fabric. So anyhow, here's some footage of me wearing my Freya top and Blackwood cardigan. to me this morning before I go. So I went to the cinema this morning with my partner Dave. We went to see Crime Macho, which stars, and he also directed it as well, Clint Eastwood. So the cinema we usually go to is in Newcastle under Lyme, and they were only having morning showings. So we had to go for the 11, I think it was 11 show viewing. When we got there, I asked Dave to take some footage of the mural. So as you go into the cinema, there is a walkway with there's a bar there, there's some little eateries, and on one of the walls there is a mural that's been painted. And it's been there for years now, but it shows a lot of movie stars or different clips from famous films. And I thought I would just show you some of this lovely artwork, because every time I go to the cinema I am mesmerised by this artwork. I think it's fantastic. So when we went into the cinema, there was no one in there. We had the whole place to ourselves. So I thought I'd just show you a little clip of the mural and us in the cinema. So every month Jen has a theme for her Friday sews, and this month's theme is thankfulness. And today's prompt, well, yesterday's prompt was what's the nicest thing anyone has ever said about something you've made? Well, there's two things that come to mind straight away, and this is when I made this. This is another long cardigan, but this is a McCall's pattern. I purchased this fabric, and I'll bring it up close so you can see, and it's called Miami, and it was on sale in the shop Sew Over It, which is predominantly online now, fabric shop. A lot of people have heard of Sew Over It. If you're a sewist, you'll know it very well. So yeah, I just love this fabric, and it's got plenty of drape. Now when it was on the website, it didn't really do it much justice. When I made this, I made it into a long cardigan. I'll never forget, I went into work, and I had straight away lots of compliments as I walked to my desk, and two of my colleagues actually asked me what pattern I'd used and where I purchased the fabric from, because they thought it was really flattering. So yeah, you know, sometimes you make something and you know you're on a bit of a winner when you get lots of compliments, and that was one of them. The second thing is a knitted item. So when I was 5 years old, my mum taught me how to knit, and I used to just like knit the odd little scarf for my Cindy doll or little blanket. And then I think I was about 10 years old, I made a pair of mittens for my brother. I mean, my mum helped me with the thumb. I think she did the thumb for me, but I did the main bit. And then when I was about 14 or 15, I made my cousin's baby a hat which was an adult size. And then I made a cardigan when I was 16. But when I was 18, I was expecting my first child, Cheryl, and I knit in earnest. And in them days, you did knit everything for your baby. There was no going out and buying lots of clothes, because babies predominantly wore baby grows or a nightie. So you were always knitting like little matinee coats, a layette. Everyone knit a layette. Which consisted of a matinee coat, some little leggings, a hat, a blanket, little booties. That was your layette. And a lot of capes. We used to knit a lot of baby capes. And I remember once my mum called in for a coffee, and I was knitting this baby cape, and it was lace. And I was doing it in a lovely white wool and a lemon, and it had a lemon edging. And I never forget, my mum said, I said, I can't believe you've knit that. She says it, and she was so taken aback with what I'd made. And that really gave me a thrill. I was so happy. That was a treasured memory when my mum actually complimented me on my knitting, and she thought the cape was absolutely beautiful. So those are two things that stick out about nice things that people have said. So those are my two memories, what stick out the most. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I'll be with you next week for a crafty chat when I showcase my crafts. Okay, until then, bye bye.